Hey loyal agents, this is Russ Roop. I'll be joined in a bit by Sean Smith and Michael Aldridge. We are the developers and publishers of Warehouse 13, the board game. In the past, we've posted a few full video playthroughs online, but it turns out that none of those games went all the way to the finale. Either the agents won 3 artifacts, or the trader won via stressing everyone out or blowing up the warehouse maintenance track. Well, today we're going to play through just the finale as if the agents had lost to 3 artifacts, so you can see what the finale is all about. But first, here's the 30-second summary from our rules video. If 3 episodes are lost, the trader must reveal and play actively against the team in the finale. The finale plays much like a series of quick episodes. Each plot is similar to an artifact, though the trader gets to draw 2 and choose 1 to play against the team. Some plots reference the current state of the game, so some may be more advantageous for the trader to choose. For each plot, the agents simply divvy up the dice and then get the opportunity to take 1 action each. But if they do take an action, the trader also gets to take an action. If the trader wins 2 plots, he wins the game. If the agents are able to foil 2 of McPherson's plots, then the agents win the game.
Now, I am Pete. I have revealed as a trader. And I've also got 3 artifacts, so yay, bad guy team.
And we got 2 artifacts.
So we went all the way to episode 5.
The longest possible game.
So we're going to do the finale. The first thing I'm going to do in the finale is I'm going to draw 2 plots and choose 1. Let me see what I've got here. We have not pre-planned any of this, so
the way the plots work, they play off of the existing game state. So some plots are going to be better than others depending on the condition that the agents have left the game in once it goes to the finale.
For example, I will reveal both of these to the people in the audience. McPherson's auction website virus, the tech difficulty is going to change based on the number of warehouse maintenance obstacles. Currently we have 2 warehouse maintenance obstacles. Hopefully you can see that on the game board. And the other one that I could choose is neutralize 1 die for each obstacle not in warehouse maintenance. Unfortunately, I have no obstacles out there not in warehouse maintenance. We only have 2 obstacles in warehouse maintenance, so I will not get any special effects for this plot. So I'm going to choose McPherson's auction website virus and put it here in the artifact space. And the colors match up with the little gear spot, so that's a handy place to put it. I may either keep this plot or put it to the bottom, and I'll get to draw 2 new plots next time.
Which is what it looks like you're choosing to do.
I am going to just go ahead and ditch that because I don't have any obstacles out there.
And the way that we solve these plots, that we face them as a retrieval phase, just like in the normal game, they work very much like regular artifacts in that they have difficulties that we're shooting for with the dice. We don't have the investigation phase where we go around taking actions, trying to acquire these dice.
So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to allocate those dice. So what we're going to do is we are going to give each agent 1 of each color of the dice that matches their traits. Normally you would take them 1 at a time, but since there are only 2 loyal agents and we have these dice available, they're going to start out with the 2 of the colors that they have. Then starting with the first agent, Claudia happens to be the first agent. Claudia is going to select 1 of these dice, and then the team is just going to go back and forth selecting dice until no more dice are available. You can see exactly what traits that you guys are going to be looking for. The lore clues are not going to be as valuable as the intuition, obviously.
And I'm claiming dice.
And Russ is claiming dice.
I don't know. I'll take a junker.
And you're going to take a good one. But you've got all the good ones, which is good.
We've all got...
Well, he's got his greens are good for him regardless, and he's got the wilds. So.
Absolutely. Oh, just a second.
I do not have any retrieval cards.
And I'm going to lose 2 of these dice right off the top. So, did we really want to do it that way? I'm not sure. I kind of had to, I guess. But
So, the next thing that's going to happen is I am going to take an action. I can either take a normal action, such as playing one of these cards, or drawing a new trader card. Or I can do what we around here call a super action, a super trader action, which in which I can discard either of my trader cards here to place a warehouse maintenance obstacle or force an agent to draw 2 stress. Now, there are only 2 stress left in the stress deck. However, with the tech difficulty being set to the number of warehouse maintenance obstacles, I think I want to discard one of these cards in order to put a warehouse maintenance obstacle out. Because the higher I can get that, the more that I can cause that tech to go up. So I'm going to just discard this and ignore its effect and draw a new obstacle for you guys. It is a 4 mental. You guys are
no problem.
You guys are good at mental, Claudia, and Micah's not too shabby at it either. So after that, each of the agents, starting with the first agent, can choose whether or not they want to take an action. But here's the catch: every time that one of them takes an action, I will get a bonus action. It's not going to be one of those super actions like the first action that I take during the finale. But I could still either play this last trader card or draw a trader card. Oh, I forgot to draw my trader card at the end of my action. You take an action, a super action, and draw a card as a trader. So I could play one of these 2 cards as another action. I don't get a free draw after every one of their actions, but I do get to take an action if you guys decide to basically delay my plot or delay addressing my plot.
I could knock out one of those, and you could visit the B&B.
Do we really want to do both?
Don't know that we
The more actions.
need to, but I
Yeah.
kind of want to.
Well, we definitely want to get rid of one of the obstacles, and then we'll see what he does to us.
All right, very good. Gonna go after that 2 mental, so I just need a not 0.
Not 0.
Or should we let you go after it so you can roll both dice?
And I don't have a vibe about that, so.
That's right. we should let you go after it because you get both dice.
So are you gonna pass, or are you gonna B&B?
We'll
Now,
pass
Claudia,
this time.
if Claudia
Okay.
passes, I do not get an action after Claudia's.
I am going after that too.
All right, so that kills the obstacle that I so craftily put into the warehouse maintenance guru.
Craftily.
So I'm gonna, I can either choose one of these 2 trader cards, or I can pass and draw a new trader card as my action. I think I'm going to draw a new one because I'm not happy with these. All right, I do actually like that. So, the consequences over there.
On the Phoenix, consequences before retrieval, wound an agent. So if he's
So-
going to get an agent, he's going to get a chance to pick an agent to wound. And that agent chooses a different agent to take the wound instead, because that's
So-
the way the Phoenix worked in the show.
So when there are multiple players, like I could choose Claudia, and then Claudia would choose
Someone else.
someone else. But as it is, I really want Micah's red dice to maybe get knocked out, because red die intuition clues, they need 6 of them. So I want to try to knock out those red dice, or at least expose them a little bit. So I'm going to choose Claudia, who must choose somebody. Who will you choose,
There's
Claudia?
someone else I'm going to choose. Looks a lot like Micah.
Looks a lot like Micah.
I don't guess you happen to have a lookout.
I
Oh, that would be
do.
good. Oh my goodness!
Happen to have a lookout.
Oh no!
So I am only unconscious, not wounded.
Just a
A
KO.
little bit of KO action going
Not a
on.
wound.
That saves a die anyway.
Hey, that's
That
worth it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going to do the stop the plot phase, which amazingly works exactly like retrieval. Retrieval cards can be played, retrieval abilities can be played, and that's also why we did that before retrieval portion where Micah gets wounded. So,
And you don't roll.
any other consequences I need to be
Oh,
reminded
true,
of?
I don't.
No, because we got the snag, we got the physical obstacles, and we got the lock die. There's a blue lock die over there, which is great for me.
That's the snag.
That's that one.
That's the snag, yeah. It said, which is travel space. We don't actually go out to the travel space during the plot phase. So
But it is on game state.
But
It is a game
which may
state.
be referenced in a different.
It
card,
is
different
indeed.
plot card. All right. So
All right, so we're gonna roll,
I have to just neutralize a die
and she gets to stand
to heal.
up. All right, Claudia. I know I can't get your green dice, but you know
you got to try.
I gotta try.
Okay.
All right, you reveal. It's intuition. I reveal it's a tech. So I retain my goo die, and you place that on the intuition field. All right. Glad to have you back, Mike. Actually, I'm not glad to have you back, but you know it's. We were partners for a long time, so.
Till McPherson turned you.
Yeah, you know you got to go with where the money is.
You shouldn't have licked that telegraph.
Shouldn't have said that.
Not liking any of these choices, but
All
okay.
right. Not looking at any of these choices either. All right, you guys reveal a bunch of intuition. Look what I found. I found an intuition. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that.
Oh, you get to choose which of ours.
Yes.
I think, you know what? I'm going to do the red intuition because if there's a way to re-roll that,
Yeah.
you guys will do it. So I'm down to 2 purple dice now because a revealed trader gets to roll them and apply them intelligently, but I can only ever neutralize 3 total. All right, I've got mine placed. You guys reveal? Oh, what is your 2?
My 2. I think it needs to be a light bulb.
All right, so I reveal it's a 1 logic. So you guys both.
So we can just polish off that intuition.
Makes me sad.
And we need
Two of each of the
2
blue and
logic
green.
and 2 tech. And the reason it's 2 tech is because there are 2 obstacles. Even though I got it up to 3, they managed to take it back down a notch. All right, and reveal. This is bad for me, actually. I've got an intuition. So you guys knocked out
2 tech.
both the tech and 1 extra.
All
Now
right.
you just got 2 logic. And you've got logic dice. I am
Feeling not bad about this.
really hurting here.
Guardedly optimistic.
You guys have rolled fantastic hand reveal. Look at this logic. I'm gonna stop. I can't stop Claudia's.
Oh, you
I
hit
can't
mine.
stop Claudia's. And that is plot 1.
That is plot.
Won by the agents.
Wow.
All right. You may take it.
We
Put it in the stacks.
we plotted. You plotted and failed.
You plotted.
There's 2.
All
For
right.
you.
After we do the stop the plot, we're going to do cleanup.
Yep.
We're going to apply any cleanup effects and pass the first agent token, but episode abilities do not refresh. If these guys had used either of their episode abilities, they would not refresh. So I get my dice back, and we're going to start plot number 2.
My
I'm gonna
episode
look-
ability does not.
doesn't apply to the finale. But your asset very much applies. big
It does.
time.
It does. That's nice.
All right, so I'm gonna show these to the people.
There, I said it. Claudia has a nice asset.
I'll show these to the people who are watching. So the intuition difficulty is increased by the number of snags. So that would raise that to a 3 because we do have a snag out there. We've also got reduced the lore difficulty by the number of artifacts in the stacks. Well, there's 2 artifacts in the stacks. This does not count as an artifact. So there are 2 artifacts in the stack. So that would go down to a 4 lore. So we're talking total difficulty of 9 symbols here. Total difficulty of 10 symbols here because of the snag. All things being equal, I think I will go ahead and play this. Now, these guys wouldn't have known what my other card was. But I am going to put that to the bottom. Maybe I'll get something even better. Because they do have 2 artifacts in the stacks. All right, so you guys are going to allocate dice, taking your focus traits. And starting with Micah, since Micah's first agent. Micah will grab. Claudia will grab. You know you want those
Still love the
greens.
green dice.
You know you
Yeah.
want them. Despite the fact that
There's
they're
nothing
not
there.
green out there.
But they still can't be
They
neutralized.
still can't be neutralized, which is really good for you. All right. Now I'm going to take my super action. And in this case, I think... So I've got this instant card, but I don't like it very much because you guys aren't really drawing trait cards. So putting an obstacle and a +1 ring around a trait draw pile is not going to help me much. I'm going to discard it in order to make an agent draw 2 stress. Hey Claudia, you're going to be filling up on those.
Time to go get some cookies.
Yeah.
So no stress. Now they're not going to get stress during the end of the episode. You do resolve the cleanup effects, but since this is not an episode, you guys didn't draw stress last time, which is fine.
Don't draw stress.
However,
don't refresh abilities.
Don't refresh abilities.
But if he makes us draw any more stress, then the game would be over. So I will take an action, and I will get rid of 2 of these stress.
Which lets me have a oh wait, I didn't get to draw my trader card.
Your free card.
Forget my free card. All right, with that in mind, I get to take a normal action. I've got 2 really good choices. All right, so an agent draws 1 stress. That's actually an instant. So it's not. That does not even take.
That does not take your action.
Oh, I could have killed you guys. Regardless, after I killed the 2, I could have just played that instant. No, I couldn't because I just drew that. Oh, I just drew that. I could have done it before you did your action. I wasn't paying attention.
You could have.
I wasn't paying attention.
Got to be fast.
I could have ended the game with a win. So we'll see if that costs me. So
Got to pay attention to which ones are instants and which ones are actions.
that's and I actually designed it. So all right, Claudia, you get another one.
Okay.
But actually, I do get an action. So hey, guess what? The double gear is up.
Well,
That makes things interesting.
we kind of have to take a consequence because you have to de-stress, and we can't afford to be sitting at 4 obstacles because then he would just end it after this plot anyway.
He would immediately win.
So I think we're going to have to flip up another consequence.
Yes, we are. And it locks a green die.
So actually it comes from Micah since it's first agent. However,
I have all the green dice.
You have all the green dice. So green dice comes from Claudia. And I'm going to hold on to that. I have an instant that I could play, but I'm just going to hold on
my
to
action,
it.
and I'm going to have to de-stress.
Going to have to.
So since this is an instant, and I don't really want to play it, and I don't get a super action for it, I'm going to draw a trader card for my action. Oh, hello there.
Is it an instance that you want to play?
It is not. Some people need to be reminded of these things.
Who are you wounding?
Oh, I get to wound somebody. You know what? You got a lot of useless dice, so I'm gonna wound Claudia, who has to choose somebody to take her Phoenix wound.
Divert it that way.
Got to look out. Not this time.
Unfortunately, no lookout.
All right.
Okay then.
So I have rolled. Which of these do I want to do? How about this one? Mike is going to neutralize a die and upgrade her wound to a knockout. All right, lore, 2 lore.
2 lore.
I did not get you. I got a 1 logic. I chose poorly. All right, Micah gets to neutralize.
And now knowing that he's already hit 2 of the lore, I will neutralize the lore die.
Smart plan. Why was I not paying attention to that stress?
All
All right, real. I missed you again, and it doesn't matter because it's a green die. Now you've really got the lore taken care of.
It's handled.
It is handled.
It's nice rolling this many dice. You got some choices to make.
Yeah, that's one of the things with 3 players is that dice in the hands of a loyal agent are really powerful because you get a lot of choices. You get what you want.
And if you roll bad, at least maybe one of the 5 is going to be
Nope.
not quite as bad.
Nope.
And reveal. Why could you guys not do a 2? I'm sitting there with a 2 right
You
here.
did not roll it,
Could
too.
you-
Dude, that's not bad. We need lots of those.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying.
the fact that you at least rolled 1, I don't feel quite as bad about it now. Wow. Wow.
Like even your bad roll there was still somewhat
just
Wow.
wow.
No, yeah, it was good.
All right.
All right, reveal. What is your 1?
It's a light bulb.
Like this light bulb?
You like that light
Like
bulb?
that light bulb? I think I'm going to neutralize that.
I bet you
Oh, wait,
are.
you're already up. You've been up. You're not knocked out. I'm down to 2 dice I can roll. All right, reveal.
So you got another light bulb?
Like this light bulb?
Like that light
Like
bulb?
that? I'm going to knock that light bulb out.
You out of dice?
I'm out of dice.
We're out of luck.
Yeah.
That's too bad. All right, what you got, Micah? Got a light bulb? I got a lure. That's too bad.
Yeah, but we're still short.
You're still 1 short.
We're still short, and I have nothing that.
No
that's-
retrievals?
All
No.
right.
That's going to be mine, baby.
That one's yours.
Put that one over by the Lost Artifacts board.
All right, give me my goo dice back.
We're just down we are down too many dice.
We are down too many dice.
All right, cleanup effects. No cleanup effects to handle in this case.
Of course, the finale's not supposed to be easy.
It's supposed to be really difficult.
If you let it go this far, then you kind of deserve what you're getting.
Because your original intent for this was to be sort of like a goo fight in, and I don't mean neutralizer goo, but a great old one fight in Arkham Horror.
Yep.
Where it's your last ditch attempt to
Yep.
beat, one of the great,
Heroes gotta be heroes. Save
Heroes
the day.
gotta
Heroes gotta be
heroes.
heroes.
But
or in VSG, sometimes you gotta roll the hard 6.
you gotta roll the hard 6.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, first agent token passing all the way over here.
So, I am going to discard. I could actually keep this, but it's not going to matter because this is the 3rd plot. I'm not going to use Trader chooses an agent who may discard logic traits to reduce the logic difficulty by 1 for each card, because you might have a lot of logic cards as you might have drawn throughout the game. So I'm going to ditch that one. We are actually going to do Trader may discard a consequence and draw a new consequence.
I thought you were trying to say that you were just electing not to use
No,
that
no,
power on that
no,
card.
no,
And I'm
no.
like, no, you had to pick somebody.
No. So I'm going to get rid of this snag the travel space, and I'm going to take a new consequence. Give me some locked dice.
No more lock die.
Give me some locked dice. How about snag the bed and break? Well, that's not terrible.
That actually is not. No.
Because
We're close on that again.
it looks like
Still.
there's stress.
And here's the rub. If he makes us draw a stress and it's one of those, well, do we try to de-stress? It is the last plot, so we probably don't. But then again, he could have another one of those draw a stress instance in his hand and go, we won.
I might.
Or get it with his free draw. You get to pick one of those.
And otherwise, we could go and try to de-stress, fail the roll, and then he still gets another action.
So did I not want to end it just because I wanted to increase the drama?
I don't know.
Who knows?
All right.
I mean, it's like a TV show, right? Sometimes the bad guys do stupid things.
You just want to monologue your
Just
plan?
I'm like, and I've got you exactly where I want you.
Fire the laser beam. All right.
Excuse me while I take 5 minutes to tell you exactly what I was going to do.
These dice are all good now, which is good.
All right,
One
so
of us is gonna get the KO.
He's gonna take his
I'm gonna take my action.
Freebie.
So I'm actually going to do a super action. So I'm not going to use this instant like I had said I was not going to do, and I'm going to instead make Claudia continue to draw that tasty stress.
All right.
All right, starting with Claudia.
I'm getting stressed out.
Yes, you are. Oh, give me my free.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. I think we just have to hope he doesn't have something in his hand as an instant to make us draw stress.
But it would be draw 2 stress. I think that.
Oh, even more so. Well, my point is, if you do that, you could end up failing, and then you'd still get an action. So I think we just let it go and hope we can beat this thing.
I agree.
All right, so we're both passing.
That is unfortunate because I was going to do bucket of die. I was going to bucket of die with that action. It's like, come on. take it, but no.
Alright, so who are you wounding?
So I'm actually revealing a bit more than we would during a normal game, but just so you guys can see what sort of things I was wanting them to do. So, I think I did not notice who took what die. So you've got 2 red
I
dice.
took these dice.
You've got the wild die, though. You're down to 5 dice.
Well, that's because 2 of them are locked over there.
Mhm. You know what? I think I'm going to take Claudia out because 6 dice are more powerful than 5, or more powerful than 4. Because every time you roll, that's another die face that you're looking at. So I'm going to actually say, Micah, you are wounded, and you're going to divert that to Claudia, of course.
And unfortunately, I don't have a lookout either.
Okay.
You actually don't have 13 cards yet, Claudia? After I make you draw a bunch of stress.
What I am going to do on this on this,
Oh, no.
this last one, though,
No.
I'm going to meet the regents.
No. Immediately perform a retrieval round by yourself. I can't roll, so that's really good for her. All right, it looks like 2 of the intuitions are already knocked out. So, you're going to neutralize your green die.
So that I can get rid of that wound token.
That's correct. Oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What you going to do when she comes for you?
Bad girls, bad girls. All right, I'm going to do that. What do you got, Mike's? Well, I got the smaller version of that, so you get to put it. Now, if I had only had the consequence where my 2 clues, my 1 clues neutralize the 2s,
Yep, that's a strong one.
or the 2s neutralize the 1s. Oh, come on.
Ditching a blue die so that I can stand up.
You reveal? A 0. Well, I'm not going to block that one.
No. But it is a misapplied logic clue, which
you are going to be able to use your
am going to be
ability.
able to re-roll.
Because you have not used that.
As a matter of fact, so we know what it is, I am actually going to go ahead and use it.
Which we don't always recommend doing that. Look at that.
Oh!
Most of the time, yeah, I like saving the magic for the end of the
Saving,
round.
yeah, absolutely. But
doing
now,
it now made sense.
Because it was specifically a blue die, and we needed the blue, and all
I'm
that
going to
fun.
reveal my 2 splats there, and
Oh.
I'm going to give you guys a little information. I've got a 0 and a 0. And whatever I have.
Unfortunately, all the good juju must have just run out.
Yeah. Because.
All right, everyone reveals. And
Yeah, that's how good it is.
that's some bad juju right there. And if I had matched one of them, I did not have to neutralize them. Because I am a reveal trader. An automatic trader would have neutralized.
I had a good
How
run.
about that?
I mean, I managed to get 3 2s out there.
And then
I had a good run.
and reveal a 0 and a 1. I missed you, but I could have gotten you had I chosen that.
I'm out of dice.
You're still looking for.
Got 2 good dice.
You're still looking for 2 intuition.
We
and
can
2
actually
lore.
still
We're
win.
still looking for 2 of each.
And I've got. I
Yeah.
can do it. I can do it. It can be done.
Yeah, unless he rolls a 2 question mark, knowing that you have to hit 2s.
Yeah.
I do know she has hit 2s. That's pretty good. All right, ta-da!
I did not hit it.
I did not either. However, there's still maybe some magic in your cards. I did get that wild die, so if there is magic.
I have no magic in my cards.
No magic in my cards.
So, we did increase the drama on that. But as you can see, it went all the way to 5 episodes and 3 plots. So you guys could have pulled it out in the end, but it's meant to be much more difficult than normal episodes.
We had some really bad die rolls there.
You had a really good one the first one, though.
The latter half of that artifact, we had some bad die rolls.
So that first plot, you had me dead to rights, and then it just started.
Went downhill from there, and even still, with 2 dice left, I still could have pulled it off.
You still could have
With some
pulled
good
it
rolls.
off.
It's still.
Or you could have ended up having good cards, and
We could have had some more re-rolls.
that's one of the things you have to consider whenever you're choosing. should I take an action and let the trader have another action? Do you want to go, fishing for those lore cards that let you reroll the misapplied clues? Or if it's been played, maybe, do you want to do a warehouse maintenance as Jinx and pull that back into your hand?
Yeah.
Because Jinx can draw 1 from the discard pile.
Yep.
So if you could end up playing that and taking it back and playing it and taking it back.
If Jinx were playing, then we would have been fishing that lookout.
Yeah, because
to save a die
because
every
of
time.
because that's a free die every time.
Yep.
So absolutely.
Or if Artie were playing, we could have used his travel bag to get some extra value out of that.
But it's not always it's not an easy decision, and that's why we actually added that piece in there. Is that every time you guys take an action, I'm going to have more time to do what I want.
Yep.
So it sort of makes it to where
sometimes it's worth it.
sometimes it's worth it, and sometimes you have to do it, because if it's down to 1 stress, like I think if I had that. That agent must draw 1 stress at the if we had sort of reset this, give me another stress from one of you guys. So if there were 2 stress here, and I had that instant at the end of my first plot actions, and I had you draw that stress, after all the actions had run out, there's only 1 stress here. So if on the super action on the next plot, I make someone draw 2, and it's done. The game is over. So you have to decide, hey, do I try to de-stress? Do I handle these warehouse maintenance obstacles? So now a lot of times people will just pass. Sometimes that's the safest plan, especially if you guys have everything else under control.
Yep. You just have to look at the next episode or the next plot to see,
Or like
if you're going to run out of stress, or if like in that case where we had to take the double gear, we had to take the additional consequence because
looking
forward,
4 is not bad. Looking forward, 5 is the end.
Right. So that would have killed us.
If he had played that card on this very last plot, then we probably would have just taken the 2 gears and walked on it, because
4 is fine.
Again, it's the last.
It's the last plot. There's nothing
There's
forward
nothing
for me to.
Yeah.
Because there is not an instant of, haha, there's a gear, goodbye.
Those are actions.
those are all actions. Like, all of the big stuff is actions. The instants tend to be really quick little things, except for that 1 stress is really good at the end of the game.
That is a good one.
During the plots.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
That's how to handle a finale. If you guys have any questions, feel free to send us a message on Facebook or by email. One of the easiest ways,
Just
is
comment on this video down below.
Yeah, you can comment on the video. You can also comment on Board Game Geek, and so all of the questions that you ask will get answered in the comments. And hey, if you like the game, you can rate us on Board Game Geek as well. So, anything else, guys?
I think that covers what we were going after.
I think we're good here.
All right. Have a good one.